Can you introduce yourself a little bit? What's your name, where you're from, and what is your major?
Yeah. Hi, Sang. First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm very happy to be on your video. And I'm Luke. I'm a second-year PhD student at UCONN. I'm studying computer science. I'm from China.
Hi, my name is Achal Duhun. I'm from India. I'm an international student here in Connecticut. My university is University of Connecticut, and I'm doing PhD in mechanical engineering.
Hi, my name is Annie, and I'm from Vietnam, and I'm in my second year PhD of biomedical engineering.
Hi, my name is Farnoosh. I'm from Iran and I study biomedical engineering. I'm doing a PhD. And I also got my master's here in electrical engineering, electrical and computer engineering. So I did a dual degree here, but I'm done with the master's part.
So how long have you been in the US?
As of September this year, it's been 3 years that I'm in the US.
I've been in US for quite a long time. I came here when I was an undergrad. I studied at Penn State University. And then for my master, I went to UPenn. That's another 2 years. And now it's the second year at Connecticut. So in total, it's like 8 years now.
So I came to the US during my junior year of high school, so it's been like 7 years-ish.
I have been for 9 years now. I came to the US in 2016, so right now it's 25. So it's almost 9 years now.
So why did you decide to pursue a PhD in the US instead of your home country or elsewhere?
Because I couldn't find a job. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I spent most of my time either in undergrad or in grad school in the lab. So I just feel like PhD is a pretty natural way to progress either for my career or in academia.
So I started doing research during my undergrad, and I really enjoy doing biomaterial and tissue engineering research. That's why I decided to dive in more by doing a PhD. For US part, I feel like I have enjoying my time at US so far, so I just decided to stay here.
I guess for two reasons, to be totally honest. One is that US is, I think, the best country academic-wise to get a PhD in. As for like networking, all these good universities in the US, and I think you have better chances to get a PhD position in a lab that like interests you. And yeah, for me it was, I think, the major reason that I chose US. I also tried for some other countries, but eventually this one was the offer that interested me the most among the offers that I had.
The main reason was resources. There are a lot of resources, and as well as opportunities. I feel like there are so many opportunities, and you get to do what you like. And once you like it, you can have a good application in your field.
How is the research environment here different from your home country?
Oh, that's a great question. So I was studying physics there, and here I'm doing mechanical engineering plus an application in biomedical engineering. I feel like I'm more open to resources here, and the lab culture is very open as well. I can make friends, I can talk to anybody. The people here are open for helping, and the resources, if you want to do like in vivo studies, for example, you want to have an animal study, you want to apply your research in animal, you can do that here easily as compared to India, where you have to go through like a lot more paperwork, and then you have few facilities that can do in vivo, for example. That is one. The other thing, I feel like the professors here are much more approachable. There is less formality, there is less paperwork. If you want to approach somebody, you can just directly email them, call them, whatever is easier for you, and they are very quick in responding. And the professionalism is quite high here in the US. If you have time slots that you have to work from this time to this time, you work your hard, but after that, you don't have to worry in like responding to other people. So I like that.
I also worked in a lab in my home country, Iran. I think it's a little more serious because I think it's faster. The pace is definitely different.
Okay.
Because you have more deadlines, because when grants come to the lab, your advisor has a timeline in mind
Yeah.
that you have to stick with it and
Right.
provide the results, prepare everything in time. Maybe that's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whereas in Iran, I had more freedom to do it at my own pace. And because I was an undergraduate student,
Right.
my advisor didn't push me that much.
Right. So when you first came here, did you have any difficulty adapt to the life and the research environment here?
Oh, plenty. Yeah, I think it's not about here specifically, but about the differences between the grad life and undergraduate life.
Right.
Because when you're an undergraduate student, you all you care about is the courses, getting better grades. I also did research during my undergrads, but it wasn't as serious as it is in here,
Right.
because your major goal and responsibility here is to do better research, to publish more. But it's different in undergrad.
When I first came to US, oh, that was my
It's been a
freshman
long time
year.
ago,
It's been a
right?
long time. Yeah, there's definitely some culture shock, a little bit of language barrier, but I think I made an adjustment pretty well.
Yes, so during undergrad, I just followed whatever my PhD mentor told me to do. So it was like, oh, it's easy peasy, like just like do whatever they told me to do. And then when I came here, it's like I have to start everything by myself. I have to plan experiments. I have to, read papers and then came up with new ideas and such and discuss with my PI instead of like undergrad. It's like I still do all of that, but we have like a whole guideline to follow. So it's more creativity than I thought.
Oh yeah, there were so many difficulties, especially in adapting to the US culture. The culture in US was very different. It's still different for me, but somehow over the years I have adapted. But if you are fresher, if you just directly come for the first time in a foreign country, especially in the US, you will face a culture shock. There are so many different things such as people, how they greet each other, the communication, the research environment, like everything is so different here. So it will take some time for you to adapt to it.
So how did you overcome it?
By talking to people, by exposing myself initially, just get used to it. If you just sit in a room and don't talk to other people, then you will be in that environment mentally. But ultimately, if you want to grow, you have to talk to people and expose yourself and be more uncomfortable initially, but ultimately you'll get used to it. And now I feel like I'm as good as in the US as I was in India.
So honestly, it's still a learning experience for me as a second year PhD without a master. So I have to learn like all the skills and have to learn how to be more creative. And talking to your lab mates or discussing with your PI like openly help a lot. And even though your lab mates not doing the same projects with you, but you still learn a lot from them in like designing and learning skills. So that helps. Just ask a lot of questions.
So what is the hardest part of being international PhD student in the US?
Job market, obviously the hardest part, but also like the language barrier, especially when you're in science. So being scientific communication is one of the things that I have to learn throughout my PhD, how to communicate my research for other people who is not in science to understand. For example, my boyfriend or my parents who they're not doing science, but I have to express what I'm doing to them is probably the hardest part.
I think the hardest part, for as far as I know, for many people is to make connections, either with the local students or with other international students. Because many students, mostly like international students, I would say would be more comfortable like staying or be around with with other international students, and in some cases there aren't too many international students. So I understand sometimes it could be hard to make friends, to establish your social life, and because maybe the language barrier or the culture shock, maybe have difficulty to make friends with other like American students. So I think it's establishing like a healthy and balanced social activities or social connections
Right.
could be the hard part for
Right.
many people.
Oh, being away from my family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you overcome it, or did anybody, support or accompany you to help you overcome it?
It's very important to make your community here. I have a couple of very good friends here. I made friends in the lab. We're very close with my lab members. I have very good friends too from my own community, from Iranian community. This is very valuable.
So being a student, I think you miss your family quite a lot in your initial days. If you are lucky, you can call them or you can go back and forth. But looking at the scenario right now, it's hard for you to just fly and come back again and again. So you'll miss your family, you'll miss the food especially. I think food is one big factor that you always crave. I want to have that sort of taste. You can have similar food here, but that level is different. And also you miss your friends. So if you have a good circle back in your home country, you'll definitely start to miss them here.
Can you share a specific moment when you felt completely lost or confused?
Oh, completely lost. Okay. Maybe at the beginning of my PhD when I joined the group and I was wondering like, oh, what projects I'm gonna do. Like there's so many projects in my group and I don't know what I like and what I don't like. So just exploring and then narrow down what specifically I am matched with.
I think that happens in my freshman year in undergrad. Back then, I wasn't able to make a lot of friends. I just don't like. There are friends, but there aren't anyone that's really close to you. Like, it's mostly like based on activities. Like, some of my friends are playing basketball. If they want to play basketball, they will ask you out. But something like that. You weren't. I didn't have a lot of like close friends. And there's a like a moment. I remember that was like after a midterm exam. I was on my way back to my dorm. I was like, oh, I want to talk to people. I would just want to grab someone
Right.
and talk to them. Yeah, that was the moment like I feel very lonely, very
Yeah.
lost.
I can
But
feel you.
as time goes by, I started to make friends and everything gets better.
Right. So how did you overcome it?
Just try to. I feel like when you are, especially like alone, or you feel alone, the hardest part is to like engage in some new events or like meeting new people, because being alone is kind of more like your comfort zone.
Right.
It's hard to jump out of that zone and make connections. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Is it easy to make friends here, like both international and American
Oh
friends?
yeah. So everybody is very open to communication. And if you are international students, I feel like you have an edge here because everybody wants to know your culture, your home country. They want to know about, suppose I'm from India, so they want to know how's the environment there, how's the landscape there, what's the food look like. So you can introduce your country through yourself to other people who are not familiar to your country. That's a plus point I think I have.
For me, yes.
Yeah.
It's not been very difficult, but I know some of my friends struggle a lot to make friends.
Yeah.
But I'm in general a very outgoing
Right.
person. So.
You mean international friends or like American friends?
Oh, it's easier to make international friends.
Right.
Because due to my experience, Americans here, American students, already have their own friends from high school.
Right.
They have their family here.
Right.
They have their undergraduate friends. But some of them have been the very good. I mean, they are friendly too.
Yeah.
They do things with us. They join the group activities. But in general, I think international students make friends with international students more often.
Yeah, that's right.
For grad life, I feel like it's not really easy because everyone has a life. Like I'm with the same lab with people who has family, like somebody already have kids or like wife and husband. So people have their own life here, and it's difficult to like hang out like after lab and like incorporate with their personal life.
So do you have a group of a PhD student from your country or like international PhD student in general where you guys support each other?
Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of Vietnamese PhD students, especially in my major BME. And in addition, I joined JLLA's is John Love Leadership Academy. You should consider to join. It's a 2 years experience where you meet other PhD students and you learn like leadership skills and got insights from some PhD student got the internship from the industry. So you can, it's like a group of PhD student, and yeah, you should consider to join.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So is it a big group?
It's not very big because the Iranian community is not very big here at UConn.
Okay.
But I think everyone is in that group, but not all of us actively do things with the Iranian community. But people do support each other.
So what kind of activities do you guys do, outside of research?
For our celebrations, for our New Year celebration, Nowruz, we usually have events here. For Yalda, and these two are major, but the other things, there are smaller groups for them.
I see, yeah.
In my lab, my lab mates are pretty friendly. There are good people. There are Chinese students, Indian students. We all get along with each other very well. We have like group activities, maybe like biking or just maybe hit the bars or something.
That's nice.
Yeah, so we have a couple of groups. Can I name them?
Yeah, sure.
I have to remember what is there. But yeah, so there are two ways. There is group in the university for Indian students. Also, all the Asian, there's one more group. And if you want to have like real close group, then you can have your lab group that are from the same country and you can enjoy between themselves.
So what kind of activities do you guys do outside of research?
I play sports. I am a big fan of badminton. I wish I could play cricket as often as I want to, but since the environment does not really allow you and you need a big space and you need like at least 10 people, 5 in each team to play cricket. But if you are just 2, you can play badminton. So I play badminton. I also go for hiking. I like being outdoors as much as possible. For example, camping, visiting national parks is one of my favorite activities.
Outside research, I enjoy thrifting and hiking. I like nature a lot, so just like going out and sometimes catching up with my friends.
Playing badminton, sometimes playing basketball, playing poker. I don't want to sound alcoholic, but drink.
So what is something that you really miss from your home country?
Food.
What
you
kind of
had
food?
the same experience, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I had the same feeling. So what kind of food?
Mostly the food in my hometown. Like there aren't a lot of those here.
My parents?
Yeah.
I guess the fact that I had a sense of security and peace of mind that whatever happens, my parents are there to support me, or like there are friends that I can rely on monetary wise, or if I need emotional support. But in here I know that the majority of my friends are also PhD students that do not have this kind of support in their lives. So I cannot too much depend on them, although they're very, very good people and they're very kind and nice, but you don't have that in here.
Definitely the food. Definitely like my mom's food, and just and also the people, because in Vietnam people are very community-ish, and here like they just on their own individual life. So yeah.
I miss my mother's home cooked food, and there's a little corner like street food that I also miss. If somebody is watching from India, so chole bhature I miss a lot. Like dosa I miss a lot. So, and my mother's food.
Have you found any restaurants nearby here that you feel like home?
McDonald's. There are a lot of McDonald's in China.
Okay.
There are restaurants that you can compare, but they are not at that level because they also want to sell to American people, so they have changed the taste slightly, they have changed the spices slightly, but if you want the real authentic, you have to go back. But you can have like 90% of that taste here.
What are your plans after graduation? Are you gonna stay here or are you gonna go back to China?
Okay, the first plan is to graduate.
Okay.
I didn't really think about what's coming next. I'll see who takes me.
Okay, so you haven't thought about that.
I haven't thought about that.
Okay.
No.
Honestly, I haven't have a plan for myself yet, but I know that I like academy and also doing research in a lab, so I think we'll see.
To be honest, I want to stay here because I have learned all the things, all the techniques, all the science and engineering here. So I want to apply that knowledge at a company or at a university here first. But I feel like India now is also growing, so there are a lot more opportunities that are opening in my field. So if nothing is happening here, then I have a backup plan to go back.
I don't know about that yet.
So-
That's something to decide about.
Right.
But I can imagine both.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I want to have a fluid life that I can
Okay.
travel a lot between these two countries. Because I think if I want to stay in academia, US might be a very, very good place to stay in. And also for industry, because in Iran I don't get a lot of opportunities, not this much salary. But I also want to do something for my home country.
Right.
So I do not put that aside. I want to think that in future I will have both.
Right. So if you could give a piece of advice for the future international student, what would it be?
Oh, a piece of advice.
Yes.
I would say something that has really worked for me in my life is that take your chance, go for it. If you want to pursue something, whether it's a PhD or anything that you think is for you, but you're doubting because of this and that and some special circumstances, be brave and
Okay.
take your chances.
I'll say try your best to balance your work and your social life. Make friends with new people, and try not to do everything 100%. Sometimes 60% is good enough for most cases.
Yeah.
Like, just don't be afraid and ask a lot of questions and make connections. They, especially within the Vietnamese PhD community, I feel like we're always willing to help each other out. So, yeah, and believe in yourself.
So I feel like it's a great country to be having education in. And if you are coming, then be open to opportunities. Don't shell yourself. Just be out there open and opportunities will come to you. Just try to communicate with people. Try to have a lot more communication going and do and focus focus on what you thought that you will be doing here in the US. Don't lose your focus. Just pursue and enjoy the life here. It's amazing.